on the drafts how things are gonna go. I was thinking that it's not such a great Broodmother game to start with. Like, they have a counter, it's a 10-pick Brood. Axe can hold the Broodmother in place, and this is gonna be, if they put Axe on mid, it's gonna be a good blink timing on the Axe. Let's check. Yeah, he's going mid to share tangos.
I love it when you prepare for battle.
Just.
He sure is.
So now you have Queen of Pain and Phoenix as your side laners. So that's a ton of overtime damage.
There will be screaming.
That's gonna be really nasty, isn't it?
I kind of feel bad for Bane.
Well, because he's gonna get clicked over and over again.
Yeah,
So
every single time you get close. He shines in the matchups where he can just bully people out of the lane with the Brain Sap. Brain Sap also got nerfed, in my opinion. The damage got increased, but it's not pure damage anymore.
I mean, 550 plus 525, that's 1075 attack range for the Dire team. 400 plus Gyro is 365, so 765. Yeah, the Dire not looking too good in that ranged battle.
That's how math works, Gary. But
You add the numbers together, and the bigger number wins. That is literally how...
bigger number wins. So, like, what's the... Nah, we can't go there. So, because they have more range combined together, they're stronger.
Yes.
Okay, Mars range 250, Maresca
Shut up, Suneko's dying.
475.
Bane, he's trapped between 3 Radiant heroes. The range of the Phoenix, the Queen of Pain, and the Grim Struggle pairing up beautifully to take down First Blood as Bane drops.
As expected, Soneko once again drops the First Blood. It's really not a good Bane game to start with. Now that they like adjusted their mid lane, we're gonna pick Broodmother, which means that Axe is gonna come mid. They maybe didn't think through this, that their top lane is gonna get dumpstered by these two heroes.
Lifestealer with a Grimstroke down bottom. Who wins the range battle down there? Spear has a pretty good range. Chucking it out onto the poor Lifestealer. As Supreme, like you mentioned, this mid lane up against the Mars. 55 attack damage on BZZ, 49 on Supreme, and then you got to worry about the spin as well. Nasty time.
Axe likes you. Axe will you.
5-0, 4-1. Yeah, these lanes going very well for Unique already. Homing missile onto the Queen of Pain top. Get a bit of harassment here. Soneko giving her the clicks. But they've got a headdress on Illusion, as does Soneko, as we've seen. So in previous patches, when you're matched up against an Axe as Broodmother, we saw quite a few people shift away from Spiderlings and go into Incapacitating Bite, get this nice kind of 1v1 trade battle where you're clicking the Axe. But still going for Spiderlings here, Supreme. Now Broodmother loves to cut waves, farm jungle, and keep accelerating that way.
All from Axe, that's a lot of damage. Where's
Holy
the spin?
shit.
He almost gets him.
40 health. Super close to dying. 4 mangoes. What's coming out on Courier now? Salve, majority of the Soul Ring. Not completed though. And this is Axe, who's going to have Ring of Health in a second.
Yes, that 6.5 region per second. Like, there's no way you're killing him. And who's gonna rotate? He does not care about like these Spiderlings at all. Supreme needs to start creep cutting. He can't use Spiderlings at all. What is he bringing? He's bringing a Salve, going for Soul Ring to have mana sustain and some extra HP.
Bottom lane looks fun. Mars 11-1, Lifestealer struggling a little bit at 8-2. As Era, Saberlight both putting some hefty pressure onto Vanscore now. I was thinking maybe they could go for a kill there on Vanscore. Sitting at 400 HP. Spear, God's Rebuke with the damage from the Dark Willow. They hold back on it as the wave does maneuver itself up a little further northwards, and now they look for the secure kill. They know for sure the Vanscore is going to die. Try and expend as little mana as possible. That's why Spear. And it doesn't have enough for it, so he's got to take the Lifestealer out of the fight. As Vanscore survives, Tango and Headdress keeping him up and running. As Sableye self-cancelled about halfway through.
Sorry, Gary, I'm just watching the mid lane. It's very
That's fine.
satisfying to watch Axe farm both lane and the jungle at the same time. Like, he's gonna have Vanguard in the next minute. He really becomes unkillable.
And this is usually where Brood accelerates and gets ahead of her opponent, but Axe can do exactly what she does, and maybe even better, honestly. BZZ having an amazing time. Top lane, Gyro, Charlie, 5-1. The position 1 hero from Chicken Fighters struggling. As 19 and Illusion sticking it to him in this top spot, throwing out the Fiery Spirits, and Nako trying to walk forward there and get a bit more chip damage onto Illusion, who is taking tower hits.
That's why I said that they didn't think this through. Now you have, like, you solo-handedly lost 2 lanes by picking Broodmother as last, which means that they adjusted accordingly to it. Your Gyro is struggling, your Bane as well also fed the first blood. How's bottom lane doing?
Sableye is TPing out.
Yeah, that's not a good sign.
Shadow Realm keeping Era alive just a little bit longer. They don't have Orb of Venom or anything here. The Brown Boots into the Stroke of Fate, slowing her down on her way out. Look, BZZ is even contesting. Oh, hello. Sorry, my bad. Illusion drops up top. But BZZ is now not only pushing wave, farming his wave, but also coming back and contesting the Broodmother as she tries to take down a medium camp.
Radiant
I mean, it's pointless to try to harass Brood. She has way too much regen at the moment. 10 per second. That's a full Vanguard on Axe, 5 minutes in. So Nako, like, can he get the courier? Nah, but he can get the rune.
Down bottom.
Charlie's gonna die.
Oh, you're right. And down bottom, looks like Vanscore and Sableye having a bit of a head-to-head. The Mars falls first. Era trains back. But overall, across the map, 2 for 1. A 3-2 lead for Team Unique, as all of their cores are doing exceptionally well CS-wise. Radiant leading the battle, as the Gyro still at 9-1, and it feels so bad when you know that Charlie is one of these real, carry players. He likes hitting creeps. That's where he finds his rhythm. That's where he gets his mojo from. Hitting creeps, getting items, but he is being kind of fed to the dogs here by his team a little bit. Broodmother, what kind of item do you think she goes for this game? Is it Diffusal Blade as normal?
It is Diffusal Blade. Yeah, all these heroes really rely on mana. X has limited mana pools and goes for Lifestealer.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
On the battle top comes to nothing. Unique still just trading much more effectively back into Seneko, but Charlie drags his wave to get a bit of secure farm near his tier 1. At the very least. Era being pinged out. Vanscore does have that second point up in the Inkswell now. And combine it with this Lifestealer, you can just charge forward onto people.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Oh, Axe dunks the courier. That's
Okay.
extra gold for his team.
And Fiery Spirit, so annoying.
Such a better draft from Unique.
Era. Yeah, gets away with the Shadow Realm. Zitrax also dodging out of the Mars Spear. Still not a massive amount of regen there for him. Wait, does Seneko? He's fine, right? Headdress, Tango. He's got 1 stick charge. He'll be all good. I was just wondering if Illusion goes diving for him or something, but Bane will walk away.
Bane
Axe.
level 4 man. Axe is just so satisfying to watch him farm. Especially
Better red than dead.
Gets the next creep wave. Drags it towards the neutral camp. How we're standing net worth wise?
I just picked
3.6. Broodmother 3.3. I mean, Broodmother is gonna get the farm. You can't really stop her. She's just way too elusive early on.
Tower is under attack.
And she is much better at doing tower damage than the Axe is. Look at that, Supreme onto the tier 1. Might actually be able to bring it down all on her lonesome. It just feels like the thing is here, BZZ is going to have a much better time rotating into different lanes when he gets that Blink Dagger. He's the playmaker, while Brood is the lane sitter. Stay in this lane, you push down towers, you get yourself big, and you know, you move towards the Aghanim Scepter, which allows you to spread the map a little wider, and you can cut waves. You basically make a bunch of little spider legs for yourself, branching out across from the mid lane.
And they don't have a hero that can rotate and punish this Axe. Like, Broodmother can't really just keep attacking him with the spiderlings.
Queen of Pain jumping onto Seneko. Brain Sap and Nightmare already used. Does he have any one charges? 4 stick, but that damage over time. And alright, 19 says screw it. I'm going to annihilate you.
Region Rune in bottle. Only 1 point in Scream of Pain, but it's gonna be enough to clear the wave. Man, Charlie doing everything he can in this lane. 3 points in Shadow Strike. That's gonna drop his HP to half.
Yeah, he's bought those raindrops. Every little helps. And a tip there coming out from BZZ onto Supreme. Not sure exactly what happened, but Mars is now, Axe now 98 CS, so I'm assuming he caught a little clump of spiderlings. And Diffusal Blade for Supreme coming up. And Axe, yeah, he had phase boots queued up, and I was wondering if that Blink Dagger is just going to come straight out after the Vanguard Brown Boots. And it looks like that's what BZZ is aiming for. Make that initial jump worthwhile. As a Nightmare stops the homing missile damage. Sadly there, Chicken Fighters not pairing up too well. As the 10-minute bounty runes and outpost time is coming, BZZ gets a catch with the Inkswell connection onto Era. Does have the Shadow Realm, but doesn't get it off in time. Outpost 1 for 1. Off the back of it, as Seneko up top. Queen of Pain finds him.
That's a 10-minute Blink Dagger on Axe. Arcane Rune also can be picked up, but I still feel like Axe should keep on farming. Like, you bought a Blink Dagger, you want to be rotating. Top lane is just a disaster, so this is where he could rotate easily, make Charlie's life even more miserable.
Oh, mid-tier 1 down. There's the blink onto the spiderlings. Loads of CS for the Axe now. 5.4k net worth. And Supreme really losing out on this. And I think the 4-0 bounty runes should eventually be there. And Sableye did get one of them, but there is one still lurking around. Oh, no, Sableye was from earlier on. They jump the Broodmother, dive in, got the Inkswell, connecting, chain stuns galore. No, BZZ doesn't get the Inkswell onto the Broodmother.
A lot of overtime damage. Fire Spirits, he's gonna dunk him, he knows. BZZ, where's the tip?
Well, he's chasing Seneko now. 19 gets Sableye top lane. Another call onto the Bane. And Team Unique, it's going to be 9-2. A double kill, double dunk. BZZ getting the job done. Axe against Broodmother. The perfect counter.
This game is officially over.
Yeah, 19 has 7-1 charges, but they're coming in with a Lifestealer. Quick roll infest, rage up and try and save the crop, but she's popped out. Kill streak gone, goes into the pockets of Era, who trades his life for the 616 gold that the Queen of Pain gives.
Zitrax, I want to see item build on him. Armlet into Deso, into Heaven's Halberd. Like, this is the item build that you finish the game early on. Use all of this advantage. Just snowball. It also opens up the Roche for you. And BZZ is having such a great time on the Axe. Level 12.
And a smoke up looking for Brood again. Inkswell call, they've caught Supreme. The Broodmother just not having a game now. Pick off after pick off. No snowball. No momentum. The Chicken Fighters being dumpstered by Unique here in game 2. Queen of Pain closing in on the Orchid. Mid-tier 1's down, so now access into these dire jungle areas. And Charlie, who had such a struggle in that laning phase, he is not bottom of the net worth, but he is bloody close, and he is a position 1 core hero. As Sableye gets shredded out by the rotation in, as the Queen of Pain jumps in again. Seneko and Era being focused. No dive,
might
no
be
supernova.
dead, like from this
but
overtime damage.
Vanscore has Ink Swell and Blink up in 5 seconds. There's a call, another dunk, a double for BZZ yet again, and Charlie hiding in the trees. It's not safe in there, but there's all kinds of spooky things in the jungle, Charlie. No! Run! Charlie, no!
Dunk.
Chicken fighters are giving away kill after kill. Honestly, Lacoste, it's 13 minutes in, but I wouldn't be surprised to see them tap out.
And there's nothing they can learn from this game. Maybe one more fight with the Broodmother Diffusal Blade. Like, they're so far behind. Charlie, 2 raid bans, level 6 on Gyro, 13 minutes in. Yeah, maybe if they can pull off like Mars and Dark Willow combo. They still didn't use their spells properly.
No, they've not had any spells until now. Struggling to hit level 6 on a lot of these heroes. Gyro, Bane just about cracking it as BZZ just calling up creeps mid lane. Not a care in the world. Scanning over towards the high ground here. They know there are heroes lurking up on top of the ramp. Let's see, do they smoke up? Have they got one? No smokes here, but the trio. Your position 3 is basically your position 1, and he's able to play with the 2 supports beautifully.
Top lane.
Oh, they got the Life Stealer.
Rip.
He's got Rage Infest, Armlet Phase. It's a very difficult kill to grab here, and he turns to fight and face Saberlight. Where's the Infest? It's not coming until now. Zitrax bails out. Blink call onto 2. BZZ's coming for you, Saberlight. Dunked into the ground, and Seneko nightmares up the axe, but Zitrax pops straight back out of the creepy who is holding himself in, and they'll get themselves 2-0. Chicken Fighters trying everything they can.
Life Stealer survived, that's what matters. At least Charlie's getting... Well, I mean, he's not getting anything. What a combo. Like, they popped the Inkswell while he's deeping. Even though he misses a call, Queen of Pain is there to help him out.
That's full Orchid.
Full Orchid, alright.
Yeah. Supreme has a BKB queued up.
Radiant's middle
Gyro has Treads queued up 15 minutes in. 11,000 lead. Let's see if we can get it to 1,000 a minute. As top lane fighting around the outpost, they've got Bedlam from Mareska. She's taken down Vanskor. And Zitrax has cleared up Saberlight. So it's a kill. You get something. Charlie's also TPing up there for a bit of action. What's a piece of the pie? But Team Unique, okay, there's another one. Seneko dunked down on the eastern side of the map. All they would want now is a kill on his Broodmother. That's a Shadow Blade on Axe. That'll give him even more initiation power.
And they're getting rid of the vision. Not in range to kill the observer board. So Axe is about to hit level 15. Both of these talents are good, but I prefer Mana Regen, especially when you buy a Shadow Blade, so you need a lot of mana sustain. You have a Royal Jelly that's some Mana Regen, but Mana Regen in general is a better. Maybe if he got rid of Quelling Blade and
they call the Brood.
Wind Lace.
Even using a Supernova, Supreme
Courier.
just another notch in BZZ's belt. Beyond godlike, 11-0 Axe. Illusion pop by 19. Basically fighting under the tier 3s as the Bedlam from Era's Dark Willow just used defensively to run away.
New
That Shadow Realm. It is.
Dispelling Curse Crown.
And they've got the Blink call onto Saberlight. Usually the player that likes to initiate and start fights, but he's just getting jumped on. 0, 6, and 2 Mars. Surprise, says the Life Stealer. He's just sprinting down that middle lane. And he does go for that build you were talking about. Doesn't go straight into the Deso. Blightstone, Halberd, the Deso is queued up straight after, but you are 100% correct. That's the way they want to try and close out this game. Bane getting a bit of farm top.
For Deso first, to have more survivability. They almost killed him on the top lane. Mareska. Dead again.
It looks that way. And a dive forward onto Charlie. Illusion chasing with 19. The Gyro. He's got 1 charges and maybe the ability to get up onto high ground. Sonic Wave clips him at the very end there. And he still falls inside the clumsy net of the Phoenix. Wait, whose clumsy net was that? I swear. Was that Gyro's clumsy net? Yeah, it was Gyro's clumsy net. He netted himself. Trying to hold the Phoenix back. Saberlight That's towards the tier 4s, as Broodmother can cut waves. She can cause a little bit of chaos here. Yeah, but this is the thing, like, you're so far ahead, you have 3 heroes pushing high ground, and Axe is looking for the wave cut. BCC is literally standing there waiting for the Brood to make that play. So very difficult for Supreme to go in. As Sableye misses out, the Arena of Blood catches nobody, and 19 speared down to the low ground. As Unique holding on and jumping forward, catching Gyro with the call and the Inkswell. Supernova's good as well. The fear from Era, they focus the egg and they do take it down. The Chicken Fighters know that once that egg comes to the ground, the team fight potentially could swing their way. The Broodmother, she is ready to battle. The Cursed Crown lands on the Queen of Pain, but 19 blinks away, and Lifestealer, he's still here, full HP, decent amount of mana with Armlet Halberd. But high ground is held by Chicken Fighters. They lose a tier 3, but no barracks.
Even with the missed arena, they still managed to take down both supports, which is pretty impressive considering how far behind they are. If Axe initiates first, and then like you use Supernova, or if he can't blink, you won't be able to pull off like aggressive Supernova, and he also needs just 1 level to get to level 12.
This is a big kill if they can get the Axe here. BZZ, he's down to half HP. He's got 1 charges, but he's blown up. Chicken Fighters striking back. Charlie, okay, now he's stuck up against the wall. Lifestealer's running you down, but the Broodmother arriving. The Sun Ray there will burn Charlie down. Now Supreme focusing illusion, but caught up in the stuns as Zitrax turns with the Soulbind in and a Sonic Wave. They take that Broodmother out of the game. Zitrax on the high ground. Lifestealer's stuck up on the Spire, but Sableye Seneko retreating and sprinting away as 19 finds the Dark Willow on the left-hand side.
And he gets down.
Nicely done.
Phoenix, Bird gets him off. It's like watching Lord of the Rings once again.
The bird gets him off. Wonderful phrasing, Lacoste.
Was it? No, it was not Lord of the Rings. It was actually The Hobbit when it was actually Lord of the Rings when he hit the
Gandalf gets saved by the birds from the White Tower of Saruman.
But the same thing happened in The Hobbit.
Yeah, those birds very helpful.
Birds, yeah, those birds, man. Whew. Like half griffins, I think.
What do they do? They help Frodo escape from Mordor as well, don't they? After he's destroyed the ring. They fly him home.
Basically, those birds are MVP of the whole series.
Yeah, and a lot of people ask, why didn't they just fly the birds into Mordor? They had a big fucking eye in the sky that sees everything coming. That's why. Zitrax into the Roche pit with the rest of his squad. Chicken Fighters not coming out to contest this, so it's going to be Aegis in the hands of the Radiant. Axe's perfect game, of course, down the drain. 11, 1, and 6, though, still a very, very good score. Smoke from Chicken Fighters. Just a little slow. Blink call onto Supreme. They've caught the Brood. Good Nightmare save. Buys him time to get away. The Spear with the ulti. Arena down and Illusion falls. No Supernova here on a team fight lacking from Unique. BZZ and 19 getting caught up with a Cursed Crown. Oh, the Axe. He's going to try and run away from this one, but the focus now is on from Supreme towards 19. Has a blink in a second, but doesn't get it off in time. The Soulbind, sure enough, is there, but the combos aren't coming. Now the Bedlam onto BZZ. They're chasing back. Chicken Fighters, they're coming. It is beautiful from them. The Shadow Blade of Dust, they've got the reveal, and the kill comes.
This should
the swing
be happening, Gary. I don't know how, but it is.
The Chicken Fighters getting out of Miss Tweedy's farm. The chicken run out of the pie-making machine. Vanscore's being pounded now. Sableye, he's done with them. Era comes in for what, the 4th kill of that fight? Chicken Fighters, how have you managed this?
We've seen one of the biggest throws yesterday when Storm Spirit decided to zip in, Spectre dives the fountain for no reason. I think this is a bigger one if somehow Chicken Fighters can pull this off. There's still Aegis on the Lifestealer. Man, get your shit together. What's going on?
Why is he bottom lane? What's happening there? Gyro still working on an Agnum Scepter. Don't forget the Gyro is at 5,000 net worth. A 17k lead for Team Unique still here, 29 to 11.
he had less than 4,000 before the previous fight started, and they somehow are winning a team fight. Good save from Bane though. Like, this bought a lot of time for Broodmother. She is building Aghanim Scepter after this BKB 9-second duration.
Radiant are scanning.
Like, if you're unique right now, you're probably like scared. Man, what if we throw once again? Like, one more team fight like this is gonna kill our confidence. Aegis up and running for almost 3 minutes. It's time to hit the high ground. Like, you can just slowly siege with the Lifestealer. Dragon Scale, Deso.
Yeah, tilt is a real thing. A full arsenal of abilities available for both sides now. And we've seen how important it is for them to focus down the Phoenix from Chicken Fighter's side. While Unique, they are looking for the Mars, pinging out where he was standing. I would love to see exactly this, a smoke from Era and Saberlight. They need to have that surprise initiation, but it's also a smoke here from Unique. Illusion holding the ramp, going down to low ground though. It's very, very risky to have nobody here up on the high ground, and the jump might be coming. Radiant Observer Sentry is there, spotting out the Broodmother, but the Mars in, misses the spear. Saberlight, this is not what they wanted, and a good Soulbind holds them up on the high ground now as their ultis are not coming. Sonic Wave does a good amount of damage as Zitrax shreds through Seneko. Focus on the BZZ's axe as the Mars Arena traps BZZ inside, spears him back. Supreme dealing with a couple of heroes on the side. The Broodmother's buying so much time, but the Queen of Pain just clicks her down. And while this is all happening, Lifesteal has broken your high ground, taken tier 3. Broodmother Mars both on the sidelines for about 30 seconds, 40 seconds. And Unique could go back in again for round 2.
Infested. No one from Chicken Fighters have buyback. Sonic already used his, so if they just lose a couple of heroes, they're doomed.
And there's the Bane down, die back from Seneko. Charlie sprinting forward, looking for Vanscore, but the Supernova will zone them all away. And now Unique close out game 2. It's 1-1, and we're going to a game 3 as Supreme's Broodmother annihilated by the BZZ Axe, who went 11-0-9 or something in the first 20 odd minutes of that game.